Today's podcast is an overview on the importance of handling yourself correctly when divorcing.
Divorce is single-handedly one of the hardest changes in life that a human being can experience and go through. Those who are divorced would know the pain, emotional and mental struggle, the change. It's not easy. I would just like to touch on how we handle children when we are going through a divorce. When we talk about this subject, we usually focus on the children, but I would like to also focus on the partner or the former partner, because how we treat and handle the partner has a huge impact on the child, and we cannot be there for our child who's going through this if we don't change our attitudes, our thoughts, and our motivations with how we handle and interact with our partner or ex. First and foremost, when a person begins to go through a divorce, or when one partner indicates that he or she is filing for divorce, there are some fundamental reactions that every human being goes through. There is shock, there is anger, there is sadness, there is pain, there is the inability to process what has just taken place. There is a fear about proceedings, the future, life without the partner. There is also a good amount of feelings about the things that caused this divorce to come about. So that's a wide variety of reasons. It could range from violence in the home, an affair, cheating, adultery, to difficulty getting along, one partner falling short, I say this in quotes, falling short of the other partner's expectations and the other partner having enough. Of course, there are sexual reasons. One partner might be dissatisfied, not only sexually but emotionally. One partner might file for divorce because of pressure from life, pressure from parents who get too involved. Especially in Sri Lanka, there are a multitude of facets, and these facets actually can be slightly different to the facets that are involved in divorce overseas. Nevertheless, what I'm going to explain to you applies whether you are overseas or in Sri Lanka, whether you are a male or a female, whether you are the transgressor, whether you are the one who filed, whether you're the plaintiff or the defendant. One thing you need to know is that the pain that you feel is very real. The anger, the shock, like I said, the resentment. Sometimes you may experience deep hurt, sadness. You feel this is not how I expected my life to go. This is not how I envisaged my marriage to go. Disappointment, heartache, humiliation. Sometimes you might feel you can't face society, especially in Sri Lanka, where sometimes the Asian tendency is to be a little nosy and to well-intentionally, dig deeper than you ought to, and thereby cause pain. Like, oh, you're divorced, I heard you're divorced. What happened? You know that what happened is something that you feel you want to avoid at any cost, and it causes you to stay away and withdraw from society. So please don't ever panic if you feel horrible during this time. It's completely normal. It's normal to feel like the ground has been taken off. It's normal to feel like you can't go on anymore. And I urge you to go in and speak to a very good counselor, an understanding counselor, if you are experiencing difficulty beyond what you can cope with when you are filing. This is the first time that you get to legally and openly expose your partner. Sometimes you need to state the facts. You need to put down exactly what happened as it happened so that you can get your just due. Sometimes maybe you genuinely need compensation. You genuinely need an amount in which with which to survive. Those are very genuine reasons. It's not to do with revenge or resentment or trying to get back. But sometimes friends may advise you, maybe lawyers might try to get the maximum out of your partner. Now, morally and ethically, this is wrong, because in all things, you must be honest, you must be fair. So, number one, never ask for more than you ought to. True, maybe your partner, your husband has 2 mansions, and maybe he has loads of money and you have the child. Knowledge of all that he has shouldn't make you try and take everything away from him. That is something that will depend on your personal moral conscience, whether you want to ever do that. True, maybe he wronged you. Maybe he deserves to make you have what you think you need. But sit down and think, before God, am I taking revenge? Am I just, trying to make him pay? Remember, vengeance is mine, said God. He will fairly, in the right time, he will bring justice. So I would urge you to always re-examine your motives. When you are filing the plate, spend some time thinking about how you can be fair, honest, and kind, no matter what your partner has done. Now, you might feel that then you are being taken advantage of. But remember, if you have a child, you're going to have to continue to interact with your partner. And when you continue interacting with your partner because of your child, you are not going to want to be the one who took everything away from your partner. For one thing, it will make your child sad when he grows up and discovers that his mom was mean. And to the guys, I would say, do not expose or humiliate your ex-wife, even if she has done wrong. Don't mock and, call her names or call her anything that you wouldn't want the mother of your child to be called in society, for the sake of your child and for the sake of being decent and being a gentleman. So, number one, be very, very mindful of your plaint and be gracious. When you see your partner in court, and maybe your partner's family or friends, they come all guns blazing, they stare and they're against you, that too is normal. At the beginning, things are rough, but it always settles. So you have to think of the time when one day everything will settle, and think, have I kept it calm and kept it peaceful? Secondly, when it comes to your child, you will be co-parenting. The court will tell you who has custody, who has physical custody, who has legal custody according to the judgment. Respect this. Respect it, and don't fight and say, even in a WhatsApp, don't say, yeah, but I'm the mother, or yeah, but I'm the father. Always seek to be cordial and nice to your former partner. Let your child experience a very peaceful and friendly relationship between the two of you. Never speak negatively about your child's parent. Even if the parent has done great wrong, even if the parent is currently being very unreasonable, don't drag your child into it, because it will mentally affect your child, it will emotionally affect your child. So you be very careful with how you treat your former spouse, especially with your words, with your actions, your attitude. Be kind, because your spouse will pick up on that, and both of you can be calm, mature adults. Remember that both of you are the adults. Your child is the child. So your child needs to see those who are grown handle themselves and each other in a very amicable and mature manner. Tell yourself, even if my spouse plays up, I will not react. I will be the one to be kind, I will be the one to be just a little blind to it. Remember, your spouse is no longer your spouse. So it doesn't matter if she or he is a certain way, because you are not in a relationship anymore. But never speak ill. Never speak ill about your former spouse to your child. And whenever you get the chance, depending on how old and mature your child is, speak to your child about your marriage. Say, this is when my mom and you met, this is where we got married, as if it is and was a pleasant memory. Say, this is when we took you out when you were born. This is where your mom and I decided to take you for the first time. So that way, you are solidifying his foundation and giving him memories and thoughts that a child who does not come from a quote-unquote broken home would have. Actually, the goal and the purpose of this is to give your child the stable home that the child who doesn't have both, that has both parents, has. That's your ultimate goal. So be kind. Be kind. When your parent, supposing something comes up, you don't want to do it, but your spouse is asking for it. If it is something that will benefit your child, if it is something that your child deserves to share with the other parent, please don't prevent it. Always say yes, and be happy to say yes. Of course, I do have to add that you would be careful, supposing your former spouse has an addiction or a problem that would make it unsafe to be with the child in that setting without you. Diplomatically, you can, not allow that to happen, but not with accusations, blame, but, very intelligently avoid your child having to face those situations. Number 3. Your former spouse's extended family and friends. When your former spouse wants to borrow the child, if the child is in your full-time custody, to see an aunt, an uncle, a cousin, straight away decide beforehand that is going to be a yes. Your child needs both sides. Your child needs the love of family on both sides. Yes, it's true that you're divorced, but you are not enemies. You will find in culture today, in society, in the media, that it's almost fashionable to hate on your former spouse. I think it's fashionable nowadays to hate on your current spouse also, gossip and say this, he did this or she did this. Or never do that. Never do that. Show a lot of respect and regard to your former spouse's parents and family if ever you come to contact with them. And when you are talking about them to your child, if your child is small, please don't talk about the negatives in that person. That's to be found out by them when they are older, or to be discussed later when they are old enough to understand without prejudice. So those are the 3 points that I want to leave with you today. Number 1, your plaint and how you conduct yourself in court. Number 2, how you deal with co-parenting and associating with your former spouse when it comes to coordinating mutual outings. Number 3, dealing with external family. At the end of the day, you have to be very cautious and very careful about what you put into your child's mind. Remember, your child is absorbing everything. You may think that your child is doing something else, but his ears are open. He watches every cue in your face, in your tone, and if ever there is even a little bit of negativity when it comes to your partner, then the child will pick it up. And at the end of the day, that partner is the child's flesh and blood. And you are hurting your child when you seek to hurt your partner. So have a complete change and shift of mindset to these 3 little simple sounding but profound points. And try and practice them as you go through your divorce. Be gracious to the end. If one spouse moves on with a new partner, always wish him or her well. Be happy for them, bless them, and just raise your child also to see it as a natural progression, not to see it as a betrayal, not to see it as an opportunity in which you get to run down the new partner and compare the new partner with yourself. Always be gracious. So at the end of the day, what you can do is to apply biblical values to your life and be a lady, be a gentleman, no matter what you have gone through and no matter what has been done to you. And at the end of the day, our holy God, He will be with you as you obey Him in this.